Hello and welcome to the June 10th, 2024 Solana Memecoin Trading Journal and Watchlist. My name is FOMO, UMOFO. I trade Solana meme coins. That's it. I'm learning the rest as I go and sharing it with you. Before we begin, nothing in here is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This is purely for entertainment purposes only. And if you'd like to get my in real time plays, alpha, and everything else in between, don't forget to join the Telegram and follow me on X. Now, with all that mumbo jumbo out of the way, let's dive in. This past week has been insane. Um, I wanted to go over a couple of the current metas that we're in right now, as well as my portfolio update per usual. Before I dive into that fully, I wanted to put you guys on some alpha real quick. Definitely follow Mello. I met him when I just tweeted out like, "Hey, someone do TA for me real quick on a coin." And he has these like daily recaps that are just really, really good. So for example, for June 9th, he talked about the IRL Fight Club. That was a thing yesterday. The Andrew Tate meta is the Iggy Azalea's brother making a Twitter account, meme based on Matt Furious for Strong continues to put. So like he just recaps everything daily, and I could not summarize this myself because of course I miss a lot of things. But yeah, that's why he is sitting comfortably on my goats list. If you're not following it yet, I will have it in the video description as well in the Notion doc. But anyway, let's dive into current metas before we dive into my portfolio update, just because I think people don't really care about the portfolio update as much. I'll save that for the end now. So, celebrity meta is still a thing. Mommy is kind of leading the charge, and I just made this watch list here. I forgot to add Irene actually, but Mommy is still pushing. I think it hit 200 million market cap, which is crazy. And wrong mommy. But yeah, so it hit 200 million market cap, which is insane. And she keeps pushing. I mean, she's very active. She announced that she's going to do a like mobile thing. I'm really confused on it thus far, but yeah, it's definitely worth keeping an eye on. I would not be surprised if this is the leader in celebrity coins and we reach $1 on her. It seems very, very likely just with the trajectory of the project. Even if you turn the daily chart on, I mean, it's insane. It's just up only with a little bit of a pullback on like a slow, low volume day. But other than that, I mean, shoot, we're looking primed for $1. Everyone no one thought that Trump could hit $1, and lo and behold, it did. So, yeah, I think much higher for Mother for sure. And Andrew Tate is a thing. He was backing this coin, and now he's backing another one, which is interesting. So we're in between Andrew Tate coins right now, whether it's RNT or Daddy Tate. He bought this one off of his wallet, is the rumor, and that's why it ran insane today and also even surpassed RNT, which this one did tap 100 million market cap as well. So kind of messed up my TA here. That was gonna re-enter here, but then it like crashed because of Daddy Tate. So we'll see where we go with the celebrity meta. A porn star created a coin today as well. Not familiar with her work, but the coin did tap, I think, 12 million market cap. So, pretty crazy stuff going on today. And as of recent in the meme coin space, but yeah, celebrity meta is still a thing. Edgy and racial slur coins are a thing as well. There's been a lot of them popping up. I did share a watch list, I think on my Telegram for a few of them. But yeah, it's an interesting meta that we're kind of in between. This one has kind of been like all over the place. It's a thing one day and then it's not a thing one day, but it's been kind of consistent. So this is kind of one of the higher market cap ones that's been here through and through. Then there's some low cap ones that I just kind of threw in here in case it actually does come into full force. This one kind of died. And again, Tate is kind of leading the charge in this. Again, it's slur meta, so that's why he's in there. And then stonks are kind of coming and going, along with when Roaring Kitty tweets or does not tweet. we still have a couple of catalysts coming up. One that just passed was his birthday. Didn't really do much on the meme coin itself. It pumped a little bit, and we are a bit of on a dip at the moment just because the stock itself is down, and I think Roaring Kitty even tweeted out something like ominous the other day, yesterday actually. The number five was etched into the cat's like forehead, and that's because the earnings for GameStop, the actual stock, are coming out in 5 days now on June something, June 17th, June 16th. I don't remember, but in a few days the earnings will come out, and maybe that'll be another catalyst for a pump. So might be worth throwing in a few, salami here and kind of seeing what that does over the next few days. I mean, best case scenario, looking at a 72% increase if we hit all time high again. So, yeah, I was waiting to re enter down here, but it looks like that dip has been eaten up a little bit more. But yeah, we'll see how it goes through the night here shortly in the West Coast. But yeah, Stonks, they keep coming and going, and I was very bullish on Super Stonk, but as we saw, it just kind of died out. He did post again today on Super Stonk, the subreddit. It didn't really get that massive pump that I feel like a lot of people were expecting, like it has before. That's where we see these crazy volume spikes and wicks up to 4 mil market cap, but it hasn't happened since he actually did his stream. I think a lot of people capitulated here. Pretty down bad on it. I did, kind of shave some off here before the big crash, right before the stream. And yeah, I don't feel as strongly about this coin as I did before, just because again, a lot of the holders are impatient. I feel like we were a lot more patient in the beginning, but now, like, the soft FUD because of the guy trying to run up the original one. Then we went back up, and then we were waiting for Roaring Kitty to post again, but he didn't for a few days. And we kind of entered this range of strong accumulation here. We were holding the fort here. Then we pumped again, and then a lot of people exited. I exited quite a bit myself, and now we're here. So we're at the absolute bottom. Um, Again, I think it doesn't go below 3 to 500K market cap. If it does, I mean, it's good riddance. But again, the narrative hasn't changed, right? Roaring Kitty is going to be posting his updates on the Super Stonk subreddit. There just needs to be some cult formed within the Telegram. Whenever I go into the Telegram, it's a lot of people talking about price, a lot of people talking about the pump when he posts on there. So we need to kind of stray away from that before we can actually like moon this John. So I don't know. It is what it is, and still in this watch list, I have a couple of other low cap gems, like Invedua. Their earnings come, every so often, and we get these small little pumps, but it has to do with stonks. Apple is kind of in its own realm. It has been pretty stable here around 3 to 4 million market cap. Um, Upside is insane for this one. I think it's just like that redacted company meta, and I mean, close to an 800% increase if we get back to all-time high. So again, just worth throwing some salami at it, forgetting about it, and you either come back rich or you come back poor. So definitely worth considering. And yeah, same with all these other ones. They're kind of just, I don't want to call them pump and dumps, but they kind of follow whatever headline is coming out with GameStop. AMC, again, I'm bearish on it. Like, it, it is what it is. But yeah, that's Stonks. Sports and PlayerFi. I'm not super familiar with this meta, so I will probably butcher it. So I won't really speak too much about it. But basically, it has to do with the Euro World Cup. Again, I don't even know what sport that is. That just goes to tell like how much of research I've done. But I compiled a list of like what other people are looking at. So feel free to do your own research and look at them yourself. I'm kind of fading this meta just because I don't understand it and I don't have any interest on it. But anyway, it's on the dock for you. Cats. I like cats and I can speak about cats. We're still down. um, I still think Michi is the cat of the cycle and it's still down. We've talked about this on every single video. Just, 19 to 25 cent range is like the golden entry that everyone's been waiting for. And once cat meta comes back in full swing, I mean, we're going to be looking at, at least a 100% increase, if not more. And again, people are calling this the cap whiff. So I mean, we're kind of shooting for up here, if you know what I mean. So I think Michi to Abili is like FUD. It definitely should be up there with whiff. And I think over time it'll get there for sure. But for now, let's shoot for all-time high here. Uh, I see a Michi PFP like on every other tweet when I'm on the timeline and whenever I'm in Telegram. So community is there. I just think people, again, we're in an attention economy. The attention is up here, celebrities and edgy racial slurs, and then stonks and sports and player fights going to be the talk of the town the next week because I think the game is this week or something, or the cup. I don't know. But again, I think these short-term metas that we're seeing right now, profits are ultimately going to rotate to cats and Potify, which I think those are the winners here in this cycle. And Potify, again, there's not a lot of attention on this, so a lot of these coins are down. Um, I think the only ones that are really like putting in work again are Bowden and Tremp. Tucker is pretty much down to we nailed that reversal the first time. Again, there's just not a lot of volume here on Politify. Like Tucker at a million daily volume is nuts to me. So yeah, I think Trump and Bowden are kind of the safe bets to either do a little bit of swing trading if you want, but for the most part, again, since we started these videos on YouTube, like again, we did a 381% increase on Trump alone. It's a little bit down now, so you should still be in profit if you haven't sold anything. But yeah, I think again for Trump, Trump to $5 is fun. So we were in disbelief when it hit $1. I think we're going to be in even more disbelief when it hits $5. So Trump is definitely one that I'm super bullish on. Howie just started mooning out of nowhere. I'm still very bullish on it, the team and the content that they're putting out constantly. So that one is definitely up there in terms of a hold for me throughout this cycle. Same thing with Donald Cat. I think this one is really slept on. There's a whale chat, so if you have over 6 million tokens, feel free to join it. Just join the Telegram and ask how you can join. But again, like I said, profits on these short-term metas are going to rotate to cats and Politify. And why not mesh those two metas here with Donald Cat? I think it's very undervalued right now for what it's worth. And again, just the attention is elsewhere right now. But yeah, we already talked about cats. What am I doing? Politify. Something that isn't really being talked about right now, but I know it's coming because I can feel it in my giblets, is the WIF derivative metas. And what I mean by this is like, if you didn't know, Dog with Hat is a community takeover, and the person who deployed this token also did deploy various other tokens. So whenever Dog with Hat starts catching bids or people are just bored, they try to pump other tokens that the original dev for WIF had. So right now, one that's really pumping is Cock the Cat, and it's already pumped like crazy in such a short period of time. It's pumped over 2000% here in the last 2 weeks. And again, people are just talking about Cock right now. They're not talking about the other coins that have been deployed by it. So few FIW 777, yeah, whatever. I'm not going to say that, but the last time this thing pumped, it was pretty crazy. So we saw this thing pump from nothing and it wicked to up here, fucking 300,000%, whatever that is, something crazy. So right now it's catching some bids now. So I have a feeling that this is gonna just pump out of nowhere. So at least to all-time high. So you're looking at 150-ish%. And that should happen over the next week or two. And another token that's kind of pumping right now too is Can, which is the brother of Dog with Hat. I was a big Can holder when I first learned about it, and I sold pretty much the top, and it's been dead for quite some time. So you can see that it's catching bids now. All-time high is like 20 million or something crazy like that. But yeah, so we're gonna start people talking about like, hey, Dog with Hat is up. The WIF deployer also did Cock. Can is WIF's brother. Achi is WIF's real name. So I mean, this was like at all-time high. It was pretty up there too. So as you can see, it's down right now. So and I think again, within the next like week or two, probably even sooner, maybe even after this video, people will start talking about it more. But I think this is like going to be the next meta here shortly. So again, pretty low risk, high reward coin here, considering it is getting a couple $100,000 worth of volume. So we are looking at a 300% increase if it does hit all-time high here. So again, Achi is WIF's real name. Can is WIF's brother. This is just WIF backwards. Obviously, we know who WIF is. Cock the Cat is just a token made from the WIF deployer, so that's catching a lot of bids, and people on the timeline like Mr. Punk and Nate Rivers are shilling it a lot. So this is getting a lot of volume right now and a lot of attention. And so you can see there's over 7,500 transactions on it compared to all these other ones. So I think this one's gonna just teleport to 40 million like randomly, which is gonna be crazy. Another one that's kind of on the another one that has seen like these pumps around similar times with this is RBT, which is another token that was deployed by the WIF deployer. Ansem has acknowledged it before. Ansem, if you're not familiar, he's a big Twitter influencer for Solana in specific. And yeah, as you can see, it's pumped crazily before. It'll probably do the same thing again when people start looking for different coat plays for the WIF deployer. So, I mean, here you're looking at potentially another 300% increase. So, again, and these metas, as you can see, kind of come in waves. So, in May, top of May, is when RBT pumped. When did this one pump? Let's go to the daily. Did this one pump in the beginning of May? Yep, in the beginning of May, this one pumped as well. And then I think this Illuminati one pump. Oh wait, that's the one I was just looking at. I'm tripping. What was cock? When did this one pump? This one in the beginning of May as well. So you can see like, so beginning of May, beginning of June. So every once in a while, these metas comes and go. Achi is the one that I was looking for. Yeah, beginning of May. So it these things again, it's just cycles. So if and again, I'll link to like this master like trading journal thing that I have. But as you notice, like on my current meta section, I kind of rotate these out by like where the money is right now. So the money right now is in celebrities, Edgy and racial slur coins, and stonks. Probably over the next few weeks, you'll probably see cats and Politify up here because that's where profits are going to rotate. WIF derivatives are here because it's low volume, but I think this will be up there here shortly. Just like I'm kind of sharing my thesis here. But yeah, I have the watch list there for you. Pink guy, this one's like very, very low market cap, and not a lot of people pay attention to this one. But this is another one that gets P&D, beginning of May, December, beginning of March. So yeah. Anyway, but Asian meta, oh man, we kind of called the bottom of it for quite some time for Biao, and it pumped like crazy, and now we're back down to where we started, back to square one. But I think it's a good meme. Volume is now double for daily of what it was pre pump when we've been talking about it in all of May, which is nice. So volume is always like around 50 to under 25K. Now it's at 200K plus daily, which is nice. But yeah, I still think the thesis stands, and I haven't changed my stance on it. I did take pretty aggressive profits at the top here on this pump, and I bought back in. So I pretty much doubled my holdings, which is always fun to do and something that you kind of learn to do over time. So Asian meta is still a thing, but not attention is not on it. Same thing with Zoomer and Pumpfolio. I'm not going to go through them because these are kind of dead. Eventually they'll come back, but I have the watch list here for in order for you to kind of go through and look at. But yeah, those are all the current metas we're looking at. Now let's talk about my portfolio update. I had made in the last week $125,000 in realized profits across my 3 wallets, but I did lose 25 grand. So my net profit is 100 grand in the last week. And I've been doing this thing on X where I'm kind of just quote retweeting like a new wallet that I've been using with BullX, which if you're not signed up yet, do it ASAP because you get that 5x multiplier on their points. And yeah, their airdrop is supposedly going to be insane. So I'm definitely farming the shit out of it right now. But yeah, so I started with 4 grand on this wallet a few days back. And now I'm at 36K. I think I'm like at 34 or 33 now. It's been a rough day today, but Yeah, it's been fun just kind of sharing in real time stuff. But my biggest wins were for Pew. Shout out to Bazinga. Wi-Fi Hat. Shout out to Elon. Midget Martial Arts. Shout out to the midgets. Burn. Shout out to Bazinga again. RNT. Shout out to Tate. Porn Star. Thank you for 2 grand. And then this reset coin and the Fox coin. And last week's L's. As you can see, super stunk. Yeah, I lost quite a bag there. Um, Irene, I've just been DCAing so aggressively on her because I bought the top, so I'm down bad on her too. This was a rug, I think, or was yeah, this was a rug that I bought. I don't think it was her official coin. I don't even have her on my celebrity watch list. I'm kind of fading her. Same thing with this guy. Like I, those are 2 rugs, so I'm kind of just fading them entirely. So it is what it is. Yeah, that's where we're at. Some closing thoughts. Don't forget to invest what you can afford to lose. Keep doing your own research. Follow the right people. And as always, make friends in this space. This space is so much more fun when you have friends to print with. And follow my X Goat list. This is where I get all of my alpha from, like literally. So a lot of small accounts here that share better alpha than your influencers that you probably follow. So there's 914 of you that are following this list. I still think that is not enough. And even if you follow this list, don't forget to actually follow the individual members in here. They really, really appreciate it, and a lot of them have even DM'd me saying that they're growing at a rapid pace. So definitely keep doing that, and yeah, keep printing, guys. Talk soon.